Kevin, what's going on, man? Hope you're on mute.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Good. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Big Kevin.
What's going on, man?
Another day. Where are you calling me from? What state are you in?
Delaware.
Okay, very cool, man. Born and raised there or what?
Yeah, born and raised in Delaware.
Cool. I'm out in the Midwest, man. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. So let's go Huskers.
Wow, out there.
Yeah, man. So today is all about you, brother. It's just getting an idea really where you're at, where you want to be, in the most efficient way to get you there. Cool.
Sounds
So
good.
I'm gonna let you kind of take the stage and kind of let me know what you're currently doing and why online coaching.
Well, I was like a health and PE teacher for a few years. So I've always liked teaching and stuff, but it kind of just didn't really work out for what I wanted to do. So recently I got into like bartending after I quit teaching, just for something to make some cash here in the summertime. And I love coaching people, and I like working out and stuff. And I really got serious about it like 6 months ago. So I made a lot of changes, and I get a lot of people asking like, what am I doing? Like, what am I eating? What am I doing for workouts? So I always have people asking me, and I figured, and I like teaching and coaching. So I figured it'd be a good profession for me to be in. It's like always what I wanted to do is like really give back and help people like develop into what I was able to do. So I just don't really have any of the systems set up to go ahead and to train people online. Like people ask me, what do I do? And I can't really, I work out at a gym by myself. So I got like my own personal gym where I work out by myself. So I never really got into personal training in person. I've been doing like beach workouts on the beach with some people, and people really like that kind of like hit workouts with weights and stuff, like hour-long classes. But I haven't been charging. I've just kind of been getting videos and trying to build up some content that I can end up posting and hopefully get some people out there. It's just tough to get people up early in the morning and get out there on the beach.
Yeah, I got you. So are you looking at doing some hybrid style too, where you'd be doing a little bit of in-person still and online? Or are you looking to be more solely online?
I'd rather be online, and I would like to do the group workouts. I don't really want to train anybody personally one-on-one in a gym, but I like doing group workouts, and I would do like one of those every a couple days a week, like a group workout with a whole bunch of people. In that group setting, people really seem to like because it pushes them. Even I like doing them with them because it makes me hold myself accountable too. So when I see somebody else not stopping, it makes me want to keep going too. So I definitely like that group setting, especially doing it on the beach. It's been awesome, but I just want to build that up kind of, and then do mostly online other than that.
I got you. So are we looking at doing this full time, or are you going to still be doing some bartending? You're going back to school. Like, what do those things look like? What's your overall vision for this?
Now I told them I'm done at the end of August bartending. I told them I'm done with that because I just wanted to focus solely on building this up. And I figured so having that safety net of bartending, it's always like it doesn't push me hard enough to fully commit to stuff. So because like the cash coming in is good, and it's just like I'm tired because I get home late, and it's just a slow start to the day, and it's just hard to be as productive as I want to be. So I told them I'm done in August. So I want to start to get the ball rolling and start to try to get some clients here so I can have that income coming in once I'm done with that.
Yeah, for you, what was that like aha moment where you're like, F everything else, I'm going in full time on this on myself? What was that moment for you? Like what was that deciding factor?
Honestly, I've been making a lot of changes recently, in the last 6 months, like health wise, like I really pretty much cut back on all my drinking, all that stuff. Um, Actually, I went to the free Tony Robbins seminar like 6 months ago, and then I really got my mindset right. And then I just been trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was messing around with the stock market, got into some real estate mentoring, and now this is truly what I've always wanted to do. Like I love coaching, like it's always been my passion. Even when I was a teacher, I loved doing it. It was just the schools are so messed up, and I just don't agree with everything that's going on in the school systems anymore. It's not really teaching, it's babysitting nowadays. So this is what I would like to do, is coach people, because I love seeing people grow and get results, and I just love seeing where someone starts and how happy they can become. And like personal development is like I really got in that in the last 6 months. And I've like, I just love talking to people about personal development now and how I've changed and just like breaking old habits. And now I can like, I feel like I can also teach people like how to break habits since I've done so many things over the last 6 months that I've changed. And like even eating wise, it all just kind of compiles on itself. Like you start doing one thing, it leads to the next without even like really focusing on it. Like I started working out, or not, first I started changing my mindset and working on my mind. And then I started working out more. I wasn't even planning on working out more. Started going to the gym like so often. And then I started eating healthy. Wasn't planning on doing that because I was going to the gym feeling good. I wanted to eat healthy after that. And then it just keeps on snowballing, I feel like. And I just want to be able to teach other people how to do that because I know a lot of people are struggling and they just don't know how to start. But
Yeah,
I'm
100%.
good at like I don't know, I feel like I've kind of figured out how to change my mindset and how to break habits and how to create new ones. And I figured out like how to get in shape and stuff. Other people are good at other things, but I feel like that's something I could help people with.
Yeah, that'd be a game changer for a lot of individuals that are struggling to make that first couple changes, right? So if you had
Yeah.
that insight on really that step-by-step process for them, they'd be able to resonate with that. Cool. As far as goal-wise financially, what do we need to bring in to where you're feeling comfortable and we've completely eliminated the bartending position?
Um, I would like to get like that 10K a month. That would be awesome.
Okay, so give you some context behind that. Industry averages for online training very low end, 250 a month, all the way up to 500 per month. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so say you're feeling pretty confident. Let's say you're getting certified, whatever the case may be. Are you certified right now?
I'm not now.
We actually solved that problem for you. We have an optional certification. It's no additional charge. It's part of our program. It's equal parts fitness, equal parts nutrition, but you'd probably be able to get certified within like 2 weeks. It's also backed by ACE, NASM, and ISSA, which are the three biggest companies in the world right now. So they view us as continuing education credits. But let's just say you're feeling confident. Okay. Let's just feel like you're getting some things rolling. Let's just say average your charge roughly around $400 a month on average for a client. Okay. If you had 25 clients, that would get you that 10K per month. Okay.
Yeah.
So it can happen relatively fast. Think about that. 25 clients in a world full of billions of people. You only need 25. Pretty simple, right? The average individual that does hit a 10K month, it takes them 13 weeks on average. So just over 90 days, that's just the average individual. And most
Yeah.
people are quitting their jobs about 10.6 weeks to go full time on their online fitness as well. So it can happen relatively fast. So once we hit 10K, then what's our next goal? Like, what's the long term vision of this?
I mean, I'd like to build it up as big as possible. And then eventually, like once I would like to get it like automated where the fitness part's kind of automating itself and then kind of do more mindset coaching after that eventually.
Yeah, that'd
Um,
be cool.
because I really enjoy that. I've really got into that and I think it's really interesting. But I know I'm like I've already done the results in fitness, like and I feel comfortable with it. I know how to work out, but so I feel comfortable starting with that and then building on it from there. But I would like to expand and I mean, I don't know how much you could end up making, but I would like to make as much as possible doing it.
Yeah, there's no cap on earning potentials. It's really going to be dependent upon how much priority you're making this. Really cool thing that you mentioned is like the mindset coaching aspect of it. You could really tailor this to multiple individuals. So maybe people that are specifically looking for physical transformations and lifestyle, you got that health and fitness. If there's individuals that aren't ready for that, but you actually have like maybe a mindset program where they go through for maybe like a 12-week course or whatever it is you're going to be offering, that
Uh,
could be an easy downsell as well, like a separate program altogether in its entirety, which would be awesome as well. That's awesome, man. You mentioned the challenges were structures and or the systems and the processes. Is that correct?
yeah, I'm not like the best with technology, so it's like building up a system where I just got like all the workouts and all that kind of stuff together in the app. So when people, because I have like people ask me all the time, like, what do you do for workouts? Like every single day, pretty much like when I'm bartending, someone asks me what I do for my workouts or what's my diet, stuff like that. I just don't have like a system set up where I could be like, all right, yeah, well, if you want to join my program, here you go. Sign up here or whatever. Because I get a lot of people asking. I just don't have anything set up. Because like I said, I'm not that great with technology. So I need to kind of like, I guess, make video. I'm starting to like make videos now of workouts and stuff so I can start to get stuff put together. But that's what I need to work on. And then I guess the marketing as well.
Yeah, we actually will help you with that. We have done for you programming as well, whether that's a 3-day a week, 4-day a week, 5-day a week, intermediate, advanced whatever the case may be. We have that already done. So as you're building up your program, we want you to focus on being able to scale, because programming takes about, it takes hours a week, right? So if we can eliminate that problem for you, there's like drop down menus, you can change out the exercises. And then as you get more confident, you get more time available, you can always add and customize the workouts based upon that individual that's in front of you. So that'll be handled for you as well. We do also offer different applications that we advise for, like maybe Trainerize or Two Coach. That just allows you to upload all of your programming, all of your nutrition in one spot, customize the videos, make it more brand specific so it's you, but it allows you to be more engaging with the client. You can check when they're working out, when they're tracking their weight, stress levels, all that stuff. So we'll go through all that. It's literally step by step. I was awful, still am awful with social media, man. I'm not a tech person. I learned how to turn on the computer like about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
No. So I'm on a pen to pad right now, but I'm telling you right now, man, as we go through this presentation, you'll see how simplified it is for you. And once you get it, it's just like riding a bike, man. Now, you mentioned Tried. It looks like you had done some beach workouts, so you've gotten community engagement as well. It looks like you've been doing some research. You've tried different things such as real estate, things of that nature. What else have we tried to get this thing actually up and running for you?
Yeah, I just like kind of created a fitness account just recently on Instagram. I've only got a few posts so far. I only started like a couple weeks ago, or like 2 weeks ago, I guess. I just didn't want to bombard like all the people that follow me on my personal account with all that stuff. Um, so I just started that up. But yeah, and I just, like I said, I've been trying to make some like videos of workouts and stuff and post those and
Gotcha.
just to try to get some people. I mean, people are definitely asking questions and stuff, but I just don't have, like I said, a program or anything to put somebody on that track if they wanted to train with me.
I got you. A lot of individuals, when they're starting to make that transition, they feel like they have to have like a fitness page, right? Actually, you wouldn't be bombarding people the way that we have it phrased. We already have people that already like you, love you, trust you. So we want some of those individuals to know what you're doing. That's going to grow your followers. It's also going to get you your first couple clients right out the gate as well. So usually we advise not to have a separate account, because there's been people that are already following you for long periods of time. They want to see your growth. They want to see what you have to offer because they're already bought into you. That makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah,
But we help.
I posted a couple on that one, and I was just going to be like, you follow me on this page if you want more content or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. What do you feel like you need from like a business coach or a mentor? I know that you mentioned the systems and processes, but like, do you need like direct accountability? Do you need a structured game plan? What do you need to be successful?
Yeah, that would definitely help a structuredized game plan. Just like each day, like what should I be working on and building to get to the next step?
Gotcha. Now, in the next 4 to 6 months, where would you like to see your life differently than where it's currently at? I know you mentioned by the end of August, you want to be full-fledged engulfed in your coaching, but where would you want to see yourself business-wise in the next 4 to 6 months?
I mean, I would just love to have a lot of clients and have like this thing growing and being able to coach different people and impact their lives in the next 4 to 6 months. That would be awesome to have like 25, 30 clients by then. Maybe I mean, even more would be great.
Love that. Cool. I'm gonna do a quick recap, make sure I got everything. If I'm missing something, let me know. We'll add that in there, and then we'll dive into the actual material. Is that cool?
Yep.
All right, my man. So you are based out of Delaware. You're a bartender currently. Previously, you were a PE teacher. The main reason why we're on this call today is we're looking to create impact, give back. Obviously, we want some financial stability and flexibility by doing something you're truly passionate about. Goal right now is to get to 10K per month. That means we need at least 25 to 30 clients to do so, depending on what you're charging. Biggest challenge right now is the systems and processes. What we tried is beach workouts, looked into real estate. You went to a Tony Robbins seminar to get your mindset right. And then you started creating fitness accounts. What we need is a structured game plan, checklist, resources, things of that nature. Next 4 to 6 months, we'd like to be fully running our business, have 25 to 30 clients, and hitting those 10K marks.
Yeah.
About right?
Yep.
All right, cool, my man. Let me dive in. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go over everything on a high level what we have to offer. Then I'm actually going to show you each module step by step on how I'm going to get you 10K. Cool?
Okay.
All right, my man. Let me know when you can see my screen. We'll have some fun.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm good.
Awesome. So as you know, we're the Next Level Coaching Academy. This is a big deal. We are accredited through the Better Business Bureau. We got a rating of an A and of a possible A+. As mentioned earlier, we're backed by ACE, NASM, and ISSA, so the three biggest certification companies in the world.
I have a quick
Now,
question. You actually
yeah,
need your personal trainer license to do online trading?
You do not, but the certification that we provide you, it certifies you as an online coach, so it gives you a little bit more credibility. So that way you have a little bit more legitimacy behind your name. But
Got
you
it.
don't
Got
have
it.
to have that.
Got it. Got it.
That would take you probably 2 weeks. That certification itself, equal parts fitness, equal parts nutrition. So when I say equal parts fitness and nutrition, how to build a healthy plate, macro-based, intuitive eating, foods that reduce inflammation, stuff like that. Workout side of things, we're talking about program design, programming variables, communication styles. It tests itself at 77 questions long. Got to get an 80% or better. It's open book. It's not timed. You can take it as many times as you like. Once you pass, you get that certification emailed directly to you.
Got it.
Cool. Awesome. So Success Ladder, we got the 2 tiers. We got the 10K Accelerator. We've got Mastery Level Coach. 10K Accelerator is the one we're really going to focus on. It's ideal for you. It's really good for individuals who are possibly looking to get certified. They want to transition from their 9 to 5, create massive impact. The information in this course is geared to get you from 0 to 10K or more in as little as 4 months. Mastery level can take place when you're hitting 10K a month on a consistent basis. We're going to start focusing on how to lead leaders so you can step away from the day-to-day monotonous activities, focus on scaling. So essentially our goal there is to get you to 6-figure months and then become more of that CEO. So as you mentioned earlier, the long-term goal, you want to be able to step away things that are more automated for you, and you can focus on scaling.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Our program is really broken up into 4 phases. The first thing we want to do is get you some first clients right out the gate. We can't establish ourselves as a business without actually paying clients. So we'll do that first, then we'll establish a solid business foundation. We'll teach you how to generate leads organically through all 3 platforms, how to maximize your overall reach, and we'll develop sales and client retention strategies to help you reach, sustain, and surpass 10K per month. Now, on the support side of things, it's going to be second to none. You're going to have an assigned one-on-one coach the entire 4 months. That individual's completed both 10K and mastery level, so they have a high 6 or 7-figure business of their own built off the information in this course. You'll have a customized game planning call with that individual to review where you're at and the quickest way to get to where you want to be. And then every 2 weeks, you're going to have one-on-one coaching sessions very similar to this. Get to revisit the game plan, make changes, receive feedback, and get very specific instructions on what you need to execute. This next one is a complete game changer. Once you're averaging about 2 to 3 Zoom calls per week and you complete the sales module, we'll introduce you to a sales coach as well. This individual will help you get over those objection handling. They'll help you close down those calls at a 40% clip or greater so we can maximize our return of investment. Bi-weekly roster group coaching calls will be included, as well as 5 times a week of group support calls that accommodate a traditional 9 to 5. So this would go over client objection handling, marketing, lead generation, mindset issues, even case studies as well. 24/5 tech support. So outside of all those calls, you'll have access to your coach 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, and they're contractually obligated to answer all of your questions. Now, as you know, becoming a fitness entrepreneur, it's awesome, it's exciting, but it does get overwhelming at times. So we've created what we call the Zenpreneur method. We help with weekly mindset calls, breath work, meditation, even journaling sessions, just to ensure no matter what point of business you're in, you're always ready to move forward. As far as the resources go, you're going to have the course curriculum. You'll have that Zenpreneur method. As mentioned earlier, we'll provide done-for-you programming that you can utilize. We'll also give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes or enhancements. And as mentioned earlier, we do also offer that optional certification at no additional charge. Any questions on all that so far?
Yeah. So done for you programming, is that just videos you guys already created of workouts and stuff and like a whole plan or something?
Yeah, it won't be videos. It'll be like sheets that are already done for you. So like when you put it onto, let's say if you're using Google spreadsheets or Google Docs or whatever the case may be, you can just implement that over there. There's drop down menus. So say for instance, maybe I can't do back squats. So there'll be just different alterations that you can put for me to meet my specific needs.
Okay.
So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Here's the secret sauce to get you from 0 to 10K, 4 phases. Phase 1, act first. What's that mean? We're going to launch our business. We're going to announce to the world who we are and what we're about, but we're going to give you specific strategies to get your first couple of clients. Phase 2, we're going to set up all your back-end systems, make sure you're a fully legal company. Then we're going to identify what problem you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing. So these first 2 phases will take you maybe a month to month and a half, and they're one-time setups. The remaining of the time is going to be in phase 3 and phase 4. So phase 3, we're going to teach you our organic marketing strategies to amplify your overall reach. We'll show you how to utilize WhatsApp group for our community lead generation method. We'll also show you how to close down deals more efficiently. Phase 4 is like the fine-tuning, maximizing your sales skills, developing consistent client delivery systems, but emphasizing the customer support and client retention to keep people happy for longer periods of time. Any questions on those phases?
Nope.
All right, my man, making my job easy. I like it. All right, here's the actual modules themselves. This is the program, 33 modules. Each module will have an overview link. It'll also be associated with videos. The link in the videos are tutorial style, so they go step by step exactly what to do, okay? So first step in becoming a full-time coach, we talked about strategies. We have 3 different strategies that we implement. The cool thing is the resources we provide for you are already done for you, so it saves us a lot more time. The 10K Accelerator Directory, I want you to view this as onboarding material that'll help you become a better student. It really shows you how to maximize the program to its fullest capabilities. The Success Roadmap is going to be a 2-part phase. What do we need to do to get from 0 to 5K a month? What do we need to do to get to 5 to 10? So step by step, videos are included in here. It gives you all the expectations. From there, based upon your specific goals, if you're trying to hit 20 to 30K a month, we want to implement daily and evening routines. We also know that fear, imposter syndrome, anxiety, those are all natural, normal feelings. We teach you how to move past that to move forward with your overall business. Then we've identified the top 10 struggles you're going to face as a fitness entrepreneur. We provided solutions behind each and every one of these as well. Now, administration systems and Chat GPT is where things get interesting. So have you utilized Chat GPT yet?
No.
Okay, so Chat GPT is like Google on steroids. It's like a high-power virtual assistant, okay? So we're going to teach you how to put in specific commands to use this for creating SOPs, content creation ideas, even guidelines for your nutrition and programming, and it does it in a fraction of the time. Backend systems will show you Wave and Stripe for payments, DocuSign for client agreements, Typeform and Calendly for people to book calls and apply with you. And we also have True Coach or Trainerize you can upload for all of your programming, all of your nutrition, customize those videos as well. Give you some context though, every module is going to have what they call the overview document. Okay, so you're going to click on here. And as you see up here, there's all these videos. Down here's the written material. So you'll click on this, and this is how easy it is. Check this out. Step by step in written tutorial style. So you'll always know what to do. When you click on this, this will naturally save to your Google Docs, so you'll always have access to this as well. Now, if you're a visual learner, you'll come over here. Let's just say you're going to set up Wave for payments. You'll click on this. So he literally goes step by step. You can't mess it up at all.
Okay.
Super simple, really convenient, man. That would help me a lot when I went through a similar course. All right. Same thing for your financial systems. We're actually going to show you how to set up your LLC, get your employment identification number, tell you when to open up a business bank account, how to track what's coming in and out of your business, when to pay quarterly taxes, when to pay yourself, examples of business write-offs, business liability insurance, health insurance. All of your business legalities are covered through here. Now, the cool thing is if you're to file your LLC the traditional way, it takes roughly 2 to 3 weeks. We're partnered with an AI company called Taylor Brands. If you choose to use that, we can literally get it done within 20 to 30 minutes, and it's all legalized by a lawyer. So again, more efficiency, more convenience there. From there, we're going to move into target setting. So we're going to create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. We'll deep dive into your specific goals. And then from that point, we're going to identify what problem you solve for individuals. From there, we'll figure out what our pricing is going to be. Is this going to be a more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself program? The more that you do for individuals, the higher the ticket offer, which will be established upon your overall length of terms. So we'll help you create your overall structure and tell you when to create downsells and discounts when applicable. Any questions on that so far?
I have an LLC already set up for just like I got a rental and stuff like that. I don't know if I could use that or not. Or
yep, you could actually use that, and you could do business as, and then put your name that you want to use for this.
Yeah, because I can open separate accounts with it, so I could just have a separate account for the money coming in from the personal training that I do from my rentals.
Yep, 100%. So you're gonna save some time there. That's awesome. Any other questions before we move on?
Nope.
Gotcha. Cool. So next we're going to move into the social media things, the organic marketing. Okay. We're going to show you how to do 1 hour's worth of work, get 14 different pieces of content created out of this, utilizing an AI software. So it's all about efficiency and convenience. Then we're going to show you how to expand that reach by utilizing podcasts and YouTube. So we'll show you how to set this up. We want more people to know who you are, what you're about, and the message that you're trying to convey. And then we're going to show you how to market for all things Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok related. So it's more than just randomly posting. There's very specific strategies and resources that we want you to implement in each and every one of these platforms to get the most engagement. So we'll take it down to page organization, page aesthetics, hashtag use, data analytics, reels, storylines. We show you how to maximize each and every single one of those aspects. We'll show you how to do the same thing as well for TikTok. Okay. Content creation made easy. So this is going to be introducing you to Canva Basic, Canva Pro, Microsoft Designer, just really cool editing features, really maximize that page aesthetics. We entice people to want to click on your page through how we edit our features here. Lead generation framework. There's a few different ways we do this. The first of which is what we call earned media. I want you to think of this as like inbound marketing, or people raising their hand trying to reach out to you first. We'll give you specific strategies and resources to get people enticed to want to reach out to you first. So a really cool example, maybe you're partnered with another coach. Their audience gets to see who you are, your audience gets to see who they are, so we expand our overall reach. And now that we have new viewers, we can start providing different resources to them, getting their information, their contact information to follow up with them. But my favorite, the scholarship strategy, it incentivizes people to want to sign up with you right away. It gets people really intrigued and really excited. Opposite end of this is what we call conversation and calls. This is like outbound marketing, or you reaching out to individuals first. So a really cool thing you could do before we even dive into the DMs, if you're really well known in your local community, you can maximize that. So as an example, I'm partnered with a local supplement company out here. I have all my clients utilizing specific supplementation based upon their goals. That supplement company gives me 30 referrals a month and discounts because I support their business. So it's an easy way for me to grow my business without even having to DM anybody, right? These people are reaching out to me first. My wife's in healthcare. I'll go do free seminars. I'll go do like a 15, 20-minute conversation. I get 15 referrals off that. I run that probably about 2 times a month. So really easy ways to maximize your local reach. Now, if we are talking about jumping in the DMs, we'll give you specific scripts you can change based upon your tonality. We'll give you conversation and call examples, but more importantly, we're going to show you where to find all these leads on all 3 platforms, how to build and nurture these relationships, have more intimate one-on-one conversations, and filter them through our WhatsApp group. So that way, by the time they get on the call with you, they've already talked to individuals that you've already worked with. They have a better indication on who you are. They have trust, and it's a much more warmer lead. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Referral strategy, easiest way to grow your business, friends, families, coworkers, talking about how amazing you are. We're going to show you different ways to incentivize people to bring you referrals every single month without you actually having to ask. So it's constant business rolling in. Any questions on all that?
That was a lot. Yeah. So you just like go through, how long is like this whole course, like going through each of these videos?
Yep. So if you can dictate, I'd say 10 to 20 hours per week, you're in a solid spot. If you're looking at actually going full throttle, like you mentioned, if you can do 20 hours or more a week, you're in a dangerously great spot. Okay. Modules will vary anywhere between 3 to 30 minutes. Each one's kind of different based upon the level of detail that's in it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you can do all that, like I said, safe spot, 10 to 20 hours, great spot, 20 hours or more. Do you feel like you have that time?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Let's dive into the last portion of this. It's all going to be about sales. We're going to show you how to maximize your sales skills, teach you the psychology behind sales to maximize your overall reach. So we're going to set up 2 types of phone calls off that. So the first is a meet and greet. It's like a 10-minute screening call. You're trying to identify if you really want to work with this individual and if you can actually solve their problems. Once you've identified that you can and you're willing to help them, we move into the closing call. We're trying to lock this down as an actual client. So this first one was just a 10 to 15 minute call. This one will be more like a 45 to 60-minute call. This is where we're gonna, we'll give you specific scripts. We're gonna give you our entire objection handling web. We'll teach you how to create downsells and discounts. This will be a game changer for you though. Understanding how to create financing options for people who normally couldn't afford your program, how to get them locked in. Okay. So once we lock them in, we want to go back and we want to track all this. We want to track how many calls were booked, how many showed, how many closed, and at what length of term. So we'll give you our resources to track this efficiently, because at the end of the day, we want predictable data every single month. From there, objection handling, this is going to be all the excuses you're going to hear over and over on the online space. Okay, we give you over 30 different examples. The more you can familiarize yourself with this, the easier it is to overcome these objections and get them moving forward with your program. Onboarding is probably the most overlooked area by most coaches and trainers. It's someone's first 30 days in your program. So we want to make sure anticipation is high, standards are set up, expectations are created, getting them resources in their hands within their first 24 to 48 hours while you're building out their program, keeping them busy and reducing buyer's remorse. Client delivery is the fun stuff. It's the week-to-week process and how you deliver services. We just show you how to do this more efficiently by utilizing some of the newest software. We'll also go over communication styles. What do you do when someone's ghosting you? They want to quit. They're not listening. This is inevitable. It's going to happen. But what do we do if they've already paid for services and they're doing this? How do we control that? How do we mitigate it? A lot of times individuals want to feel like they want to be a part of something larger than just you and them. So we teach you how to create communities, give them that larger feel. We also show you how to create more intimate one-on-one touch points. We show you how to set up challenges and incentivize people to execute on a more consistent basis as well. And then from there, we're going to move into customer support. So how do we deal with cancellations? How do we deal with refund requests? What do we do if someone needs to pause services due to health concerns? How do we track it? How do we mitigate it? And then lastly, client retention. We want to keep people in your program for long periods of time, but we want to advance them to higher levels of it. How do we do that? And then how do we track it? Any questions on all that?
No, not really.
Cool. Quick recap, and then if something comes up, we'll answer it. Cool?
Sounds good.
All right, so the program itself is 4 months long. You're going to have that customized game planning call with that individual to really set the framework for where we're going to be headed. You're going to have a one-on-one coach the entire 4 months. You're going to have one-on-one private coaching calls every 2 weeks. You'll also have a sales coach as well. You're going to have that Facebook community and CEO trainings, 5 times a week of group support calls, 24/5 tech support, done for you programming, an optional certification, and the business course curriculum. Is there anything you felt like we missed?
No.
Cool. I know I did a shit ton of talking. I showed you quite a bit of stuff. How are we feeling? What were a couple things that really stood out to you?
I like that you're going to show like how to set up the page and all that kind of stuff, how to deal with setting up like payment options and how to get refunds and all that kind of stuff, and how to reach out and create like one-on-one relationships with people. That's all pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be massive for you, man. Now, I know your main thing was understanding systems and processes. Do you feel like that covered everything that you would need there?
Yeah, I just gotta, my biggest thing is like learning how to set up my trainer eyes and all that kind of stuff, and just get the whole program together.
So I'm going to give you some free game. You can take it or leave it. Okay. So a lot of times people will start off right away. I didn't utilize Trainerize until I hit about 25 clients. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm a nickel and dimer, so I'm trying to save as much money as possible. It needs to make sense for me to invest into something. Okay. So Google Sheets is a great formula to use, and it's free, right? Coaches have coaches. So I'm a men's IPE pro. I have a coach that does my nutrition, all that. He's really well known. He does Google Sheets to this day. And guess what? I don't give a shit as long as I'm getting results.
Yeah.
Right. So once you've started like obtaining 25 to 30 clients and it makes sense for you to start adding on, special features, yeah, do that. But initially, while you're trying to like build your business, you don't necessarily need that right out the gate, because I'm going to tell you this. Let's say that you finally hit 30 clients, like your goal was 25 to 30. Okay. Let's say that I'm your client. You'd be like, yo, Jeremy, check this out. I'm really excited to go over this with you. I'm adding something unique to my program, and it's going to cost you absolutely nothing. I'm going to invite you into this application. I'll send you over the link, but this is going to allow me and you to be more engaging together. I'll be able to check when you're checking with your workouts. I'll be able to check, if you're following your nutrition plan. It'll give me a better basis to keep track of what's going on versus, just your typical standard check-ins.
Yeah.
Then people are never going to be like, no, I don't want that. It's just it makes it seem like you're upgrading your program at all points in times. Hey, man, I'm even going to have customized videos for you to follow as well. It's going to be me on there. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns, and depending on which application you utilize, they could even be eligible for like different discounts for products. So it's a really cool feature. If you do True Coach, there's other individuals that are on True Coach that can actually view your profile. That's just a free another way to market as well. So when you get to that point, we'll actually break down exactly how to utilize True Coach to its fullest capacities. There's whole modules on that as well.
Okay. So when you're using Google Sheets, you're just giving them a PDF of workouts to follow, or
so I would invite them into my Google Sheets, and essentially I'd send them over like a thing that they would save. And then I can literally go in there and check like stress levels, steps, all that stuff, right? And yes, I would be creating them a workout. Like say, for instance, if you signed up for one of my programs, let's just say you did like an 8-month program with me, okay? That doesn't mean you're doing the same thing for 8 months. I might have you on 6 weeks doing a specific program based upon whatever it is you need. And I'm changing out those variations, pinning the week and how your body's responding. But you're with me for an overall duration of 8 months. So pinning how we're progressing, that's when I decided to change things up. So you'd have a Google Sheet document. I'd also be sending you over workouts. We'd have weekly check-ins, things of that nature. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So what are you creating your work? Like, are you creating videos and sending those over, or what are you doing?
To be frank, when I first started, what I would do is like, say, for instance, a reverse lunge. I would just go on YouTube and click a link and copy it. And I'd say, here's how you do a reverse lunge, right? Bodybuilding.com's got a ton of different like libraries. That's what I was doing when I first started out. Now you can customize it once you actually have those apps, or say, for instance, if you shot your own videos, you could customize it to where that's just being that link is on their program. They just click on it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a number of ways to do it until you actually have to utilize that. There are individuals that right out the gate want that trainerizer or the true coach. It's totally up to you. But if you're trying to be like saving as much money as you can, like me, you'll go Google Sheets the first couple months until you start building out your program the way you want it.
Okay. So
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do you have like an example of like your Google Sheets of like what you would send a customer that's starting out?
Yeah. So like, for instance, if they're starting out, there's going to be multiple things I'm going to send out. So like the onboarding process is huge. Okay. So what I'd be doing is every person that signs up with me, I'm giving them like a macro ebook. So I have in my own ebook. It's like 60 some pages. It really breaks down exactly how to track. So say, for instance, you're like, yeah, Jeremy, I'm really good with tracking my macros. I'm going to send you that ebook. If you're not good with that, you've never been on a program, I'm probably not going to have you tracking macros. We're going to start off with how to build a healthy plate. Once you get comfortable with that, you're very consistent. Then we'll go into maybe macro based. And then after your specific goals, we might go into intuitive eating to give you a little bit of a break. But I'm giving you guidelines. I'm showing you the expectations. I'm sending you out a full email. Hey, click on this and fill out this information before we move on to the next. I'm doing that during our game plan call. I'm doing all that for them. And then as far as the program, I usually tell them, hey, after we've talked, give me about 48 hours and I'll send out over your customized workout program, because now that I've met you, I have a better indication of what your goals are. You'll talk about your limitations, maybe past injuries, whatever the case may be. Then I'll write out a program for you, send that over as well. I'll say, hey, here's your program. Let's set up a call time if you need to go over anything else that you might not understand. Cool?
Yep.
Awesome. Did you get a chance to check out any testimonials?
Yeah, I looked at a couple of them. Yep.
Cool. So let's skip over to the averages. The reason I'm showing you the averages, a lot of companies will show off their top 10 percenters. We show off like our basic individuals. It's pretty crazy. So check this out. 73% of our students sign their client month one. On average, it takes people just 1 week to do so. So a stat behind this, the individuals that sign their client in month one, by the end of month 4, are averaging over 8K per month. The individuals that don't sign their client in month 1, but by the end of month 4, are averaging over 6,500. So just to be a basic mediocre student, 6,500 to 8K after 4 months, pretty damn good money. And I mentioned this earlier on our call, people are quitting their jobs in an average of 10.6 weeks to go full time with their fitness business. And then other students who do hit a 10K month, it takes them just 13 weeks on average. So just over 90 days, they're hitting that first 10K month. And the students who are with us for 12 months have 97 clients on their roster. Those individuals with 97 clients are averaging $366,000 a year. So at that point in time, typically, if you have 97 clients, you're no longer just a one-man show. You probably have an assistant coach underneath you, something like that. Now, when you're averaging over 10K a month and you want to start reaching that, 30, 40, 50K a mark threshold, that's when you can always ascend into mastery level. And that's where we teach you how to lead leaders, when to bring on a DMer, when to run ads, when to bring on an assistant coach, how to track that, how to compensate it, what commissions that you get paid out, how to increase your overall value, stuff like that.
Got it.
Cool.
So how do you manage 97 clients customizing like for every single client?
Yeah. So at this point in time, if you have 97 clients at this point in time, you probably already had a shit ton of workout programs already done. So you're going to save them to a specific library, and then you're pulling them based upon. So for instance, if there's like a billion people in the world, chances are there's going to be about, a good large majority of individuals that want to gain muscle and lose weight, right? So if we have something that's for that individual, we're to put them on that program, but then we might start customizing it based upon their unique deficiencies. Maybe if they have a bad back, bad knees, that's when we'll start making small fine-tuned changes. But as we build these programs out, your efficiency gets a whole hell of a lot better. And that's why we provide that done for you programming. So that's something you don't have to worry about initially. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then at 97 clients, you're probably going to have an assistant coach. If you're industry average, if you're a one-man show, anywhere between 30 to 60 clients on your own before it starts feeling overwhelming. So we have some clients that are able to do more than that. It's just really based upon your organizational skills. But I'd say after about 60 clients, you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. You're going to need some help.
All right.
So when I say help, like again, an assistant coach, so you might do a closing call on some people. You'll close them down, then you'll assign them to another coach. They get paid, but you also get a percentage of that because you did all the work. You got from the client, and then and we'll show you how to track their work, how they're following up. Like we have specific data points to reference to ensure they're doing their jobs, and you know how to track it.
Got it.
Usually when you're about, I'd say 6 to 8K a month on a consistent basis, we start thinking about bringing on a DMer so that someone would be doing all your inboxing for you. You wouldn't have to really do that. When you're hitting about 8 to 10K a month, we'd start running ads. That way you wouldn't have to really be doing much DMing at all because you'd have a whole bunch of leads filtering in. And when you're hitting about 12 to 15K a month is when we start bringing on an assistant coach usually.
Got it.
Cool. All right.
Yep.
Any other questions on this?
I don't think so.
Did you get a chance to hear about the 3 times your investment guarantee?
No.
Okay, so that's a big deal. So a lot of companies have a money back guarantee. We have a 3 times your investment guarantee, or you get 100% refund. Now, to qualify for that, all you got to do is attend your game planning call, which is pretty standard. Attend all of your one-on-one coaching calls, which is only 2 per month. 1 group support call each week. Charge at least the bare minimum of $250 or more for services. Don't have any late payments. Don't spend longer than 2 weeks on the optional certification if you decide to utilize that. And run a scholarship program within the first 90 days, which is only going to get you a lot of clients. You do all that, show up and just do the work as laid out with your coach's support. We guarantee you'll 3 times the amount you invest in or get 100% refund. Year to date, we've helped nearly 3,000 students. We've only had to return 1.6%.
Got it.
So essentially, man, if you're good at following instructions and you're really good with structure, you can't fail. Like you'd have to try to fail.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. Next, we're going to talk about the investment portion. What's this thing going to cost us? There'll be a payment plan, and then there'll be a paid in full option. So payment plan, we put down a down payment. We spread it out over 4, possibly 6 months if need be. Paid in full just means we pay the whole thing up front. We save a significant amount of money. Okay. Now, no matter where you're at financially, we do have extended payment plans, and we also have financing options as well. So literally, I probably have over 10 different options to get you in the door if you really feel like it aligns with what you want. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. All right, let's talk about this, my man. What's this going to cost us? Kevin, it's only $100,000 in your left kidney. I'm just playing, man. There's a payment plan of $7,300 and a paid in full option of $6,500, saves you $800. Out of those 2, which do you think works best for you?
Probably do the paid in full.
Cool. Let's talk about that. A couple different ways we can do this for you. Okay. So one, we just pay the whole thing up front. You save the $800, or what we could do is put down half today. So it's $3,250. You could pay the second half off in 60 days. So that way you're not having to fork over the entire $6,500 right out the gate. Out of those, which ones do you think you'd want to do?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah, the second option would be we just split that payment plan in half. So $3,250 today, and then you could do $3,250 60 days from today, which buys you a little bit of time, get you some clients. But if you just want to pay it up front, go ahead. Either way, you're going to save the $800.
Yeah, I would split it.
Cool. You ready to do this?
No, I'm not ready to do it yet today.
Cool. Let me ask you a couple questions. Outside of that, we're moving forward off to the side. Do we feel like this is everything that you want from a coaching program?
Yeah, it seems like it's got everything. I'm just I'm looking at a couple other programs as well just to see what the best fit is for me. But
Gotcha.
it does seem like it's got everything, but I got a couple more calls I'm making. I just want to make an informed decision before I go ahead and go through with it.
Dude, totally with that. You should make sure you're doing your due diligence. Now, when you're going through that, couple things I'd probably write down what to look for in other programs, because I'm never going to bash any other programs. One, you're going to want to see who they're affiliated with. So are they affiliated with any of the certification companies? That's going to be a big deal. So ACE, NASM, ISSA, those are heavyweight players in the game. Okay. Other thing you're going to want to make sure, are they accredited through the Better Business Bureau? So that gives them legitimacy. Okay. So you can literally go and look us up on the Better Business Bureau. Any complaints, we actually leave those up. Those actually have to get investigated. We haven't lost a single investigation. So that's going to be important. Guarantees. What type of guarantees do they provide? Are they actually showing you the ins and outs of every specific portion of their program? Okay. So that, again, that 3 times your investment guarantee is going to be a huge deal. Are they going to show you the averages? Do they break it down like their basic students? Again, every company likes to show out their killers, right? We want to show you what your basic individual is doing. Okay. Other scenarios. What is their one-on-one support like? How many touch points do you get? Okay. So again, those are going to be things to look at. So you're going to have that a one-on-one coach. You're going to have your own sales coach. You're going to have group support calls. You're going to have roster group support calls. You have mindset calls. It's a ton of touch points. Okay. Those are going to be important down the road. I think not enough individuals are really utilizing that enough. That's going to be huge. That helped me out a shit ton, especially if you're kind of worried about the social media aspect or technology, right, of what to do. That's going to be a big deal. What's their support system like? Do you have 24/5 tech support? What does that look like, right? So those are the things that I would be looking at. Outside of that, outside of cost alone, I wouldn't make your decision based upon cost, because if you do, you're going to sacrifice quality. If you're going on quality, you might pay a higher premium. However, as far as cost goes, I will tell you that we're in the average of the upper top sales coaches. So you can expect around this price and significantly more depending on who you're meeting with.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I just want to talk to a couple other people and just see what they have to offer. And then seems like you guys got a lot that you offer that pretty much everything. It sounds like that I would need, really.
Yeah, so I'm totally cool with that. Let's do 2 things. One, after this phone call, I'm actually going to send you a condensed presentation, so you kind of see exactly what we went over, but just a lot faster. It's like 10 minutes. Okay? I'll also send you over like the overview video. So if you have 4 or 5 of these calls, after a while, you kind of start getting blurred, like who did what. At least you'll have that information to kind of revisit. And then I'll also send you a picture of all those guarantees and averages as well. So that way you have something to reference as well. Is that cool?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. When did you want to, if you want, why don't we just schedule a second call? Is that cool?
Yeah. Probably sometime next week after the weekend.
Yeah, that works. Which day typically works best for you?
Tuesday might be a good day.
Cool. What time works best? You want to go the same time?
Yeah, can I change it? If I might need to change, I just don't know exactly what my schedule will be like by then.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I'll just get you in temporarily right now just to have something on the books.
Yeah, 10 would work then.
Cool. So I'm going to put you in here. A.m. Eastern. Gotcha. And then I'll also send you over a mini course as well.
All right.
Just really a mini course on really how to get started, how to get things rolling. Even though I know you have a couple other calls with a couple other companies, I want you to leave this call as if you've already committed to being a student. Okay, so I want to keep you busy. I'll probably follow up with you just it's today, Thursday. I'll probably follow up with you like Saturday, Sunday. You shoot you a text like, how's the mini course going? How's the calls going? Not going to try to sell you shit. Just want to see how things are rolling with you. And then by then you might be like, yeah, man, I think I have a better, you can let me know if there's a better indication on any more questions you have, or if you need anything else. Is that cool?
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, Kev, appreciate your time today, brother.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate everything. I'll talk to you soon.
Man, later.
All right. See ya.